I'm back inside the 380 SEL sedan. A number of customers asked me, hey, how do you get the rest of the wood out? So I thought I'd come back to this and kind of show you how we remove the upper wood in this car. In the last video I showed you how to remove the ashtray. The ashtray is going to have to come out also for the removal of the upper wood. The hardest part about this whole procedure is removing the radio. I can't tell you how to remove every radio. Every radio is different, so you're going to have to refer to your own instructions on how to remove your particular radio. In this case, no one even locked this radio down, so it's a simple matter of just pulling it right out of the console. Next, locate and remove the two screws at the bottom of the wood piece. They are well hidden along the bottom edge. With the radio removed, getting this wood out is a piece of cake. Just pull out on the lower arms and at the same time move it down so it frees from the upper dash and then pull it back. Don't try to force the wood out at this point. Reach in behind and unplug the switches. You will have to wiggle the plug a little bit to free it from the pins. I've seen cases where people have tried to pry this wood off the face. If you look closely here, you can see someone at some point tried to pry this wood out. The wood's in good shape, and I think with a little epoxy that can be glued down and the whole panel will be quite acceptable for reinstallation. If you plan to remove any of the switches, do not try to pry them out from the front. If you look closely here, you can see the damage from someone previously trying to probably pry that out with a little pick tool or screwdriver. Switch removal is accomplished by turning the panel over, squeezing on the clips, and pushing the switch out from the back side. That's the best way to save your wood. Panel removal is necessary anytime you plan to replace one of these switches or you need to work on the climate control switch panel here. Once the wood piece is out of the way, you can reach in with a number 8 box end wrench and remove these 2 bolts that hold the climate control assembly in place. As long as we're in here, let's talk about center console lights. A lot of people ask, hey, I cannot find the bulb to the shift indicator. Well, there is no bulb. Lighting is supplied by an optic light cable that runs up underneath the console right up here to the top. And that light cable is supplied by a single bulb that's very difficult to get to. I hope this tip on wood removal has been helpful, especially if you're a 126 owner. And as long as we're in the car, there's another tip I want to show you, and that's how to remove the instrument cluster from the instrument panel. Many owners are surprised to learn that their instrument cluster is not bolted into the dash, it's pressed in, and removal requires some special pull tools. I prefer to use the factory OE tools because they have the larger handle, which gives you more pull strength when removing the cluster. If you're planning on changing your dash lights, these are located right at the top of the instrument cluster. There's one on the left and one on the right. On most panels, these can be easily got to and replaced without having to pull the instrument cluster completely out of the dash. Just twist it and pull it out.